Hello happy people, and welcome to your Moment of Zed, the YouTube channel dedicated to the most beautiful car in the world, the BMW Z3, or as the folks in Kilkenny call it, the Z3. I'm Mark, and today we're going to do part one of the changeover of my, I believe, original rear shock absorbers to a new set of Koni Sport shocks. I'm breaking this up over two videos because today I just wanted to show you how to adjust the adjustable sport shocks that I bought. By the way, I bought these, I got these for Christmas. I asked for them. Not sure where the folks who bought them for me, my lovely family, got them, but I will tell you they are on Amazon for about $141 a piece, and that's about the same price at other outlets such as FCP Euro. I think they're like 138 or 139. So I'll put the Amazon link in the description. But went with the Koni Sport shocks. They are adjustable, and today I just wanted to show you how to adjust them. Next week I'm actually going to install them, so it's going to be a two-parter, and just doing it all at once was, I believe, is just going to be way too long of a video. So before we get to part one, adjusting your adjustable Koni Sport shock, we have two Zeds of the week. And first up, we have Aaron from the Netherlands with his 1.8 liter 5-speed roadster that has over 200,000 miles. He says it's in amazing condition, and he bought it, or maybe better said, stole it, for 2,500 euros with a brand new clutch and a valid inspection. His only issue, a squeaky clutch pedal. Fun fact, this 23-year-old is on his fifth Z3. Very cool. Next up, closer to home, we have Matt from Charleston, South Carolina, a former M3 owner who traded a Toyota pickup for this 1998 M Roadster with 136,000 miles in excellent condition. He's been fixing and upgrading things as he can. He has the hard top installed as the car needs a new soft top. Now, Matt says the paint is bad in spots, and it's an 8-footer. It looks great from 8 feet away. It looks great to me. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for sharing your beautiful cars. Great picks this week, by the way, too. I do appreciate that. If you'd like to see your car on Zed of the Week, just follow the easy instructions in the description below. Now, let's get these adjusted. Okay, and I just want to show you what you get when you buy the Koni adjustable shocks. Again, you may be a Bilstein person, you may be a Koni person. Those are the two big names in shocks for our car. I'm sure there's others, and of course there's lowering kits and other things that you could buy. I went with the Koni. Again, it's a name I recognize, it's a name I trust. I went with the 840 1217 1217 Sport. That's the one that's supposedly for our car. And with that, you get a set of instructions, which are kind of like IKEA instructions. They're not very good. Matter of fact, there's a lot of complaints on the internet about them. And it's the adjustment instructions that are the problem. But I'm going to show you how to adjust them here in a minute. They do come with pretty good instructions with the associated parts kit as to how you're supposed to install, what direction to install the shock, and you should use their new washer and the original bolt. So that was convenient, that was nice. And again, it comes with 2 large washers, a small washer, a nylock nut, and a black plastic cap, which we may or may not use. So that's what you get with the Koni Sport shock. Okay, to adjust our Koni shocks. Now, number one, supposedly from the factory, this comes on its softest setting. According to the factory FAQs, you should leave it there. I want to go a little bit stiffer than factory, so I'm going to adjust it a little bit stiffer. Now, there are basically 4 adjustments. They will tell you every 180-degree turn of the top portion against the bottom portion will give you one stiffer setting. So you can go 720 degrees or 4 settings. Now to change the settings, what you need to do, number one, is in the middle of this, between the top and the bottom portion of the shock, is a split ring washer or bushing. It's plastic, white plastic or nylon, and it is split. So if you kind of twist it, that will come out for you, and that's what that looks like. At the top of the shock itself, there are two small holes, and that gives you access to what's inside, which is a rubber bump stop. You're going to need to remove the rubber bump stop to adjust the shock, and I'll give some props to the instructions. They did an okay job of showing you that. If you take a tool, a stiff wire, or a tool like this is from my Poraxy Kit, and that is that's linked in the description, and just poke that in the holes and work it down the rubber bump stop. Once you shake it a little bit, will come down to the center section, and then you can go ahead and pull it off because it is split also, as you can see. So now we're at the point where we can adjust it. Here's what I want to do. Number one, I want to make sure that it is on the softest setting, and I'm going to compress that, and it compresses fairly easily. I mean, all things considered. And if I let it go, you can see it rebounds fairly quickly. So that is supposedly the softest setting. How am I going to check that? Not saying I don't trust anyone, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the top portion counterclockwise compared to the bottom portion. So I got the top on top, and what you do is when you twist it a little bit, you can feel it engage. And I'm turning it counterclockwise, which is softer, and it's stopped. Okay, so I can't turn any further. And I would say it is correct that the factory setting is the softest. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a mark with a permanent marker just to show how far I've gone. So there we are on the softest setting. Now as I turn it clockwise, I can feel it engage the other way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go one setting 180 degrees out. And you can see the rebounds a little bit slower. Now, of course, the question becomes, what setting do I want? I would say if you're racing your Z3, you'd probably want one of the stiffest settings. If you want to ride comfortably, you probably want a softer setting. I'm going to go one setting softer than factory. See how I like it. The only problem is that if you want to change it afterwards, the only way to do that is to remove them from the car again, reset them, and then put them back in. So I'm hoping I won't have to do that. I'm tempted to go 360 all the way around till my marks meet up again and have it halfway to completely stiff. I don't want that harsh of a ride, so I'm going to go one setting from factory, stiffer from factory, and go from there. And next week, we're going to go ahead and install them. And I broke this up, as I said, to 2 videos because this was just going to go way too long. Didn't want you to get bored. So next week, we're going to have the installation of these, which is fairly straightforward from what I can see. We'll find out, and I will show you the associated other parts I've bought because there's more than just the shocks bad with my car. Hey, if you found this content valuable, please crush that like button as always. And until next time, remember, friends don't let friends drive boring.